Hello and welcome to episode 46 of the video show. We're slowly creeping up on number 50, so let us know what you think we should do to celebrate a half century of video shows. Comments below for that. So today's question comes from Michelle Turner Davidson at MitchTD on Twitter, and she asks, what's the best background to use for video?
This is the video show. Get your questions answered by using the hashtag #TheVideoShow.
Well, Michelle, really good question. I haven't been asked that before. I'm surprised in 46 video shows we haven't been asked that. But what I'd say is depends on what you want in terms of backgrounds for video. So right now we've got a whiteboard and it's perfect because I can refer to the notes that I've got, and I see a lot of people that have notes written around their camera when they're shooting, so they're sort of looking off into the distance and not really concentrating on the lens or looking at the person they should be looking at when they're delivering their message. So by having this, I can refer to it. You all know I'm looking at notes. I'm not going to memorize everything, but just by having notes, it gives me a good idea of what I want to say and the kind of points I want to hit in each and every video show. We've also used a blue background for other videos, and I think they look great. If it's well lit and it's shot in the right kind of environment, it can look really, really professional. So for that kind of video where you want something a little bit special, then spend a little bit more time in properly setting up and properly lighting. And if you can remember what you want to say every time, then by all means have a little play around with some lighting and spend a little bit more time in something like a studio setting like that. We've also spent a lot of time with green screen. Now, there are pros and cons to green screen. If you do green screen properly, it looks flipping fantastic. Nearly swore then. I'm not sure about swearing on the video show. Probably not. Didn't swear. Got away with it. So green screen can be quite time consuming, but if it's done properly, it can look really good. Cons are if it's not done properly, it can look really, 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 really bad. So with green screen, maybe or maybe not. It depends on how you do it. But we've also used in various shoots office backgrounds, so live backgrounds, and if you light that correctly, if it's soft focus, you can't really tell what's going on in the background, it can look really, really good. I'm going to overlay some examples so you can see what I'm talking about. But I think there's a few rules to bear in mind when you're thinking about backgrounds for your video. Number one is to keep it tidy. So if you've got wires everywhere, plug sockets, just general mess on your desk, clear that all out, keep it as tidy as possible. All I've got is a white brick wall and a whiteboard with some notes on it. Really simple, does a really good job, doesn't detract from what I'm saying, which brings me on to the next point. Don't let it detract from what you're saying. So if your background's really messy and it looks terrible and people are looking at like a plug socket or a dirty mark on the wall, they're going to not pay attention to you or your message. Last few points are to keep the background quite simple and to keep your content relevant to the audience as well, and to keep the background relevant to the audience. So if you're standing outside and it's not relevant to your message, people are going to get distracted by that. So, Michelle, hope that's a really good answer to your question. Really good question in the first place, so I hope I answered it. If you've got any more questions for the video show, as always, tweet us at Redbook Films using the hashtag #TheVideoShow. And as I said at the start, we are looking for some ideas for the 50th episode, the half century of the video show. Only 4 episodes to go until we hit that milestone. So leave those comments below telling us what you would like us to do for the 50th episode. Bye.